Mm. 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 You know what else? I was also thinking about so I'm an engineer, right? Because I'm an engineer, my entire life is focused around frequency, right? So, if there's a like in music there's a kick, snare, hi-hat, there's vocals, there's chords, there's keyboards, whatever. My job is to find frequencies and make them sound good. There's also subtractive mixing where I'm removing unwanted frequencies or bad frequencies. But ultimately, like my entire life, ever since I was a kid, has been surrounded about frequency, right? So anything that has to do with frequency, I want to also discuss it on this podcast. So another thing is kind of like, I mean, this is going to sound kind of weird, but I also want to talk about like removing negative frequency from your life, right? I want to talk about chakras. I want to talk about like fucking crystals. It'll be dope to get someone on here. Also, a master at stones, crystals. It's kind of big. Yeah, I think that'd be kind of dope. Kind of like a guru or someone who's kind of like, you know, a healer. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just talking shit now. I'm just trying to just like brainstorm. I'm brainstorming with you, right? So definitely like I want to hear what you guys want to hear. You know what I mean? I can have a ton of people on this bitch. Sponsors. If I can get fucking sponsors on here, if I can get sponsors on here, I need a pop filter because that was kind of aggressive, right? If I can get sponsors on here, we can really get this shit like really moving. You know what I mean? I don't know. Oh, this is going to be a short podcast. At least the first one. I don't have any. You know what? I'm going to have my shit. I think I'm talking to myself. I'm not even talking to you anymore. But I'm definitely going to have topics. I'm going to have a rough layout of what the podcast is going to be. And we're going to have fun with it. Right? But yeah, let me know what you guys are interested in. Like what you guys like. What you. Certain things I'm definitely not going to delve into if I don't know or if I'm not interested in. You know what I mean? Definitely don't want this to turn into a job. But yeah. I will say that I definitely want this to turn into something like big. You know what I mean? Like really big. I want it to be funny, fun. It's going to be cool. It's definitely going to be cool. Deep dives into engineering, like the shit I've worked on. I worked on some cool shit. I worked on some pretty decent, decent shit, you know? I think this is really going to be like a journey of me becoming rich. No, I'm playing. Okay, I got a question. Okay, I got a question to ask you guys. Would you guys feel more comfortable if I was poor and I came up in front of you? Would you guys be like, yo, I was there from the beginning. I saw him. Or would you be mad if I was low key already a millionaire? Like if I was already a millionaire, but I didn't tell you, would you be mad at me? I don't know. I always think about that. Like if I was already rich and I lied, would you not like me? Or if I was to tell you that I was rich right now, yo, I'm a millionaire, I'm just doing this shit for fun, would you fuck with this podcast? Yeah, let me know what you think. Like, let me know what you think. It'll be cool to show that, right? The transition between me being broke, not really broke. Okay, broke. Okay, right? So, financially challenged, right? Because everyone in LA always act like they have so much money. Especially especially on Instagram, these motherfuckers act like they have so much money, but they're broke as fuck. I remember I was at the SLS with someone who worked with somebody large, a very large influencer. And we were in the cabana. I was just like, yo, these motherfuckers, these motherfuckers are balling out here. And he was just like, it was like a rooftop poolside party, whatever. He was just like, yo, I know most of the people in here, just like there's only 2 people who have money in this entire party. Everyone else is fucking lying. When he sat down and broke down, he was pointing at every cabana like, boop, 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 boop. And it gave me a totally different perspective on Los Angeles. Just people in general, right? If you look at Instagram, Instagram will show you like, before Instagram was just pictures, right? So people, if they get like a good lighting, they get like good camera guy, good angle, they could post some really dope shit. Like you seen the fucking video where the girl takes a picture and it's like a hand and she's like this. Or she's running like, it's like, oh my God, I want to run in Bali with this shit. You're just like, come on, bitch. That shit ain't real. Right? But I mean, once you start realizing that shit you see that people are posting on Instagram is some fucking bullshit, it's some fuck shit. Right? You start looking at that and you start realizing like, it's a lot of shit you start looking and questioning like, what is really real? Like, what's real? Okay, let's just say I am a millionaire and I've lied to all my friends, right? Another funny question, remind me guys, is if you hit the lottery, would you tell everyone? Or what would you do with the money if you hit the lottery? But anyway, everything is fucking fake as shit. Like, for example, if you were a millionaire, right? I want you to comment below. If you were a millionaire, if you think about it, how many cars can you drive at one time? Right? How many meals can you eat in one day? Right? How many sneakers can you wear in one day? Shoes, purses. You start looking at it and you start realizing like it gets to the point to where you get to a certain number. It's like, what are you doing it for? Right? If you have $50 billion, like what are you gonna do with it? If you're not shifting the planet, if you're not shifting humanity for the better, like what are you doing? I don't know. I'll tell you what though. Now I'm sharing too much. If I was to become like that rich, I'd be like the Black Batman. You know what I mean? I'd be on some superhero, not vigilante. Is it vigilante? Vigilante? I don't know. I would be on some shit to where I would want to change. I would want to shift. I guess that's what Illuminati does. But anyway, I would want to shift like the way people think. I would want to help people. Fight bad people, right? I don't know. You would think that if someone gets that fucking rich, they would stop doing fuck shit and stop doing like evil shit. Because it's like, you don't have to be dirty anymore. You have $1 billion. You have $1 billion. Like, why be shitty? I gotta make $1 billion. I don't know. It's fucking weird to me. I don't know. I'm overthinking. See, this is the type of shit that I want to focus on in this podcast, and I want you to share with me how you feel about it. I wonder, what if, it'd be interesting if I got followed by a bunch of shitty people and they just shared why they were shitty on it. See, I'm looking at a timer to see where I'm at. Okay, this is how it works, okay? I shot an entire podcast before this, an entire first podcast before this, right? I shot the podcast and it was in 4K and it was so long, it would have took me 8 years. It would have taken me 8 years to render it. Didn't want to do that. So now I'm breaking the shit up into like 15 minutes, 8 minutes, 5 minutes to kind of spread it out. So I'm looking at this and it's saying 41 minutes, but I'm realizing that it's really only like 7 minutes on here because I'm editing that shit up. Yeah. I don't know. You know what'd be really dope? if I got a sake sponsor. Now, what's crazy is it's not like I drink a lot of sake, but I used to live in Silver Lake, and I had a friend who was a Quasimodo fan. I fucking love Quasimodo, super dope. Anyway, Quasimodo, MF Doom, like that type fan, and he was, I don't know if he was a collector or distributor of like some of the top sake distributors, and we went to his house. Me and my ex girlfriend at the time. She was always my ex girlfriend. But anyway, I'll cut that out. I was kind of. I've been drinking too much. But anyway, and this dude was like a real Quasimodo, Mad Lib, MF Doom type dude, like white boy, but he had like all the dope shit, and he busted out like 7 or 8 different like really high end like sakis, and I didn't even know that the sake world was that in depth. I was just like, oh, it's a sake, it's a rice wine, whatever. He had some like, I can't even explain it, but anyway, it flipped my mind that it was that many dope sakis that tasted like completely different. So it'd be dope to get like, dope sponsors like that. It'd be funny if like my first sponsor would be like lip balm or some dumb shit like that. You know what I mean? Like if my first sponsor would be like back ointment or something, like, you know what I'm saying? Something I didn't expect. Something I wouldn't even like use. I want some dope shit. You know what I'm saying? I want some shit that I could turn you guys on to. Like, it would be dope if like SS if like SSL gave me like a new mixing console or Augsburger, right? The dope speakers turn me on to some dope shit. That'll be dope. I'm kind of excited to invite different people from different walks of life onto this podcast. I think that'll be really, really dope. Like, okay, so King Jedi, right? The whole concept behind King Jedi is the fact that someone who has put in well above the 10,000 hours that would qualify you to be a master at what you do. I'm just excited to invite different people from different walks of life to make it interesting. You know? I was gonna get some champagne, but I figured the bubbles might be too much. Yeah, this wine isn't that bad. This wine is not that bad. But what I will say is the fact that I'm really excited about 2020. I see a lot of movement and a lot of stuff that'll be going on, like a lot of growth. What I'm going to try to avoid, it's going to be hard, right? Because everyone talks about it. It's politics. I kind of want to avoid politics. I will talk about certain issues. Obviously, I'm a black male, right? I don't know if you noticed. But I'm a black male, so there's certain issues that I deal with day in, day out consistently. So I would definitely have a conversation with that. But I'm probably also going to have conversations with people from different walks of life in comparison to my shit or in connection to it. Might be both, right? I think it'll be dope. I think it'd be really dope. I'm not looking forward to rendering this podcast. I'm not looking forward to that. But I am looking forward to like the finished product. So here's what I probably got to do. I probably got to create a YouTube page, which I did not do yet, but I'm going to do it this weekend. One, I have to create an Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter page, based off of the podcast, which I gotta figure out. I should look at Jesus and Mero because I don't know if they took their original shit and pulled in their shit to the podcast, but I'm definitely gonna do that. I also have to create music for the intro and outro that is sample free. I gotta create merch, right? I'm telling you the whole play. I gotta create merch and figure out a company where I don't have to like ship y'all niggas the merch. Well, I don't have to ship y'all niggas the merch, but I can actually like have a company and design the merch and then have it set, but still have it unique enough. Sorry, have it unique enough to where it's fresh to where like no one can duplicate it. I gotta trademark all that shit too. Oh shit, you guys got to be able to donate. So obviously, I'm gonna create. Is it Patreon or is it? I'm gonna create some shit to where like you motherfuckers, right? You original motherfuckers who are watching the podcast for the first time and saying, "Yo, I believe in the show. I'm investing in the show. I want you guys to be like the original, like." I want you to be like the original pharaohs of the shit. You know what I mean? You guys are fucking grandfathered in. So if I have like a fucking Letterman jacket, you motherfuckers get it. Right? No one can get it but you. Because you guys are getting it early. And I'm only doing a run of like 10, 15. So even if I fucking hate your guts, it doesn't matter. You're one of the original fucking architects of this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I think that should be dope. And build from there. And then create like a pyramid scheme. And then we do a bunch of mushrooms. And run out into the forest. What's that shit? What's the place that everyone go? With the dunes and the sand. I forgot the name of it. Anyway, we'll go out there and we'll fucking party. But yeah, super excited. I think this is it. I'm waiting for that shit to fucking die. Because my shit was on like, you have 10% life battery left at 20 minutes ago. So I'm expecting that shit to die. But it's all good. But anyway. You guys want to see something? This is the last of it. Can you guys see it? Maybe not. But I'm excited. I'm very excited. So much shit I want to share. I have so many stories I can tell you about engineering, about famous people I work with. I'm kind of nervous about that because it'll expose who I know and who I've worked with and who I am. But I'm definitely excited about sharing that and digging into that part. Anyway, here's what I will say. As of now, what you should do is follow me specifically at I am KingJedi. That's my Twitter. That's my Facebook. And that's also my Instagram. So on all three of those, I want you to follow I am KingJedi. IAMKINGJEDI. Follow me on all those platforms, all three. Tumblr too. I think, is Tumblr the same? Tumblr may be the same. Follow on all three. And you can put a comment, do a like, but do hashtag KingJedi Podcast. Hashtag KingJedi Podcast. And I'll know that you're one of the originals. You know what I mean? You're one of the originals, and I'll show you love, and I'll put you in a certain, shit. Yeah, feel free to follow, lock me in. The minute you put that in, I'm going to put you in a specific container, and we'll go from there. If you want to donate, you can donate. I'm going to create a Patreon, but not now. It's kind of too early, and it's kind of tacky. But if you want to donate to add to this podcast, you can. DM me if you really want to send money. And I'll send you I'll send you like a Zelle or a Cash App or whatever. I'm not gonna do it here because it's too early. But it'll be dope if you were to, if you wanted to send me some shit. If you want to donate, let me know. Yo, I'm low key lit. I wonder if I can do an entire podcast on mushrooms. Can we do that? Can we do? Can we do some mushrooms? A mushroom podcast. By the way, fuck Ralph Kacheri. Fuck you, Ralph. Fuck you. Anyway, we're at 56 minutes and 12 seconds. And I'm going to edit the fuck out this shit. So it might be 30 minutes. But it'll be cool. I'm excited. I'm going to break this whole shit up. Anyway, do me a favor. You can pause this. First thing you do, hit subscribe. Right? I guess there's like a bell you can do to really check out for my like alerts, whatever. Then I need you to follow me on all of the platforms. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Follow me on all those. Then go to the website, which is KingJedi.com, which I'm going to post this to. And I want you to also follow it on there. And I promise you, I'm going to offer some really dope shit, some really dope content, some really dope events that I'm going to be at that that we can interact on. You know what I mean? Don't be a weirdo. Don't be dangerous. Don't be, be cool. I mean, no, you could be a weirdo. I'm just saying, don't be weird, You could be weird. All my friends are weird. Just don't be weird. I want to have like I want to get like capoeira dancers in this bitch. This shit's gonna be really dope. I'm very fucking excited. Oh, you motherfuckers. Let me tell you what's going on, you motherfuckers. I'm so excited. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Anyway, I want you to follow me. You have to subscribe. Oh, and if you're watching this, you have to send this to 10 people. That's it. 10 people. You'll be like, yo, this motherfucker, I like this guy. Check it. He's funny as fuck. Follow this guy. The first episode. Doesn't matter. This first episode is important. No one's going to watch this. You're watching this shit. If you watch this entire episode, you are magic. You're a magical person. I respect you. I fucking respect you. Anyway, follow this shit, right? Zero ego. I love you. I am King Jedi. Follow on all the streaming platforms. You have to share it with at least 10 people. Make sure you subscribe and donate. Thank you very much. My name is Corey, and I'm King Jedi.